So in the monochasial chyme inflorescences, the tip would be consumed to form the flower, and the new growth will continue from with the help of only one branch which starts at the bottom or the base. That's why it is called as basipetal arrangement of the flower. Now if the branch, only one branch develop, it is called monochasial. If two branches develop, it is called dichasial. If more than two branches develop, it is called as polychasial. So now monochasial can be of two types, either developing on same side every time to become a helicoidal structure, or one on the left side, then right side, then left side. That will be called as corpoid type, alternate sides, same side. Now in the case of dichasial chyme, also called as biparous, remember these names were there in the branching of the stem also: uniparous, biparous, multiparous. So in the case of the dichasial chyme, at the base of the peduncle, two branches will grow. So from the top is consumed to form a flower, finish. Now branch will develop from bottom. Now instead of having only one branch, now two branches will develop. Now these two branches will continue the growth, and their tip will be changed into a flower, and growth has finished. Now more growth will start at their base. So it continues like this for one time, two time, maximum 3-4 times. So in the case of dichasial chyme, new branches also end into a flower, and this type of branching continue. This is called as dichasial chyme, very common in dianthus, very common in 4 o'clock plant. I have this plant blooming at home, I'll show you. Or even in the case of the bougainvillea, very common in dry areas. On the highway, national highway itself, at the divider you can see there are some bushes with purple, with magenta flowers or white flowers or orange flower, pink flower, all those bushy plants with thorns there, all of them are bougainvillea. So these are dichasial chyme. The third category possible is the multiparous type or the polychasial chyme, in which the branch, the peduncle will grow into a flower, its growth is finished. Now more than two, so I have drawn here 4, more than 2 branches will come from the base, so it is a basipetal arrangement, and these branches again end into flower and their growth is over. Now it is not possible for the branches to again form polychasial or multiparous. They will change into dichasial basically. So it starts with many branches, but finally only two branches are formed because space becomes a congestion. It is not possible to have so many side branches because flowers also need space to develop completely. So in the case of multiparous or polychasial chyme, at the base of the peduncle many lateral branches will arise, and these branches terminate into flower, followed by the next lateral branches which will be 2 in number. And the easiest example is the Nerium, easiest example is Calotropis. Nerium also growing at the highway between the divider. These are the examples of polychasial chyme. Now the next one is the glomerulae. Glomerulae is something like in the case of the capitulum. In the case of racemose, when the arrangement of the flower is centripetal arrangement, then the peduncle is called as receptacle, and then there will be involucres at the bottom, and then this peduncle will have young flowers at the center. So growth goes from center to the periphery, older flowers at the corners, and this arrangement is called as centripetal arrangement. It is also called as capitulum, also called as racemose head. Now in the case of cymous head, the arrangement is going to be centrifugal. So the axis will not be exactly horizontal, it will be something like a dome shape. So this type of axis will be there, and new growth will start from the bottom, which will be shifted towards the top. So the bottom flowers would be new and top flowers would be the oldest one. So this appears to be like a dome or a ball-like structure or a glomerular. That's why glomerular of your nephron topic. That's why it is called as glomerulae or cymose head. So in the case of cymose head, there are many sessile flowers. Remember, all these flowers are going to be sessile. Sessile means pedicel is absent. They are centrifugally arranged and they are formed around a flat disc or flat disc-like structure. And easiest example is Mimosa pudica or touch-me-not or Albizia lebec. Even Acacia, what you call as kikar or babul. In these plants, you will find the cymose inflorescence is in the form of a centrifugal arrangement. So the name given to it is cymose head, and the other name given to it is the glomerulae. Now, Solanum nigrum, begonia, jasmine. Just remember some of the other scientific names. This is makui in Hindi. Begonia is called begonia only. Then jasminum is the scientific name for jasmine. Calotropis procera is the mother or the ak, or in Haryanvi what you call as akra. Remember, there is another species of Calotropis which is called as Calotropis gigantea, and in Haryana, in the South Haryana, gigantea. I have found even in the sectors there are homes that worship this plant. And Mimosa pudica is the touch-me-not. Touch-me-not is the example of glomerulae or cymose head type of inflorescence. Now, in some plants, even mixed inflorescence is possible. So, what is mixed? A mixture of both racemose and cymose would be called as a mixed type of inflorescence. So, branching and arrangement of flowers will be of two or more different types. So, it is called as mixed inflorescence. Example, a panicle of spike is possible. Example is Oryza sativa or rice. In the same manner, corymb of capitula is possible, which is example is Ageratum, the floss flower. Now we are left now with the special inflorescence which we will be doing in the next class. Plus I will be showing you some examples, some live inflorescences also.